So we have a Chevy Avalanche that needs an oil pressure sensor replaced on it, and on these models they are underneath the intake manifold. So after removing your air cleaner piping, you go ahead and unplug all your injectors. There's some 8mm bolts that hold the intake on. Go ahead and separate your fuel line and undo all your wiring harnesses, alternator. Make sure you take your battery out first, not out, but the positive cable, and then we will lift and remove the intake in order to expose the sensor underneath, which is going to be back in the back here. Alright, so after getting the intake out of there, they do have reusable gaskets. There is a little safety clip on the sensor itself. I have already removed that one. And it is the 3-prong style. And then we'll use a socket to take that off there and replace it with the new one. Okay, so after you remove the little screen from inside there and then replace it with the new screen, then you go ahead and install your sensor and tighten it down to 26 foot-pounds of torque, and then plug your plug back in and put the safety clip back on if it popped off like mine did. And then we'll just go ahead and install the intake back on there in reverse order. So now, after it's been installed, when you go ahead and start it up, the gauge now works. So that's how you do an oil pressure sensor on a 2009 Chevy Avalanche.